What's up, guys? Average Kiwi Guy here. How y'all doing? So, new game trailer come out today. Actually, a few game trailers came out today, but Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm not really into fighting games all that much. I'm just not good at them. I'm a button masher, so that's thing. So I'll probably give that one a miss. But Call of Duty, World War II. Call of Duty going back to kind of its roots. What I grew up with. I remember fighting, did Call of Duty, doing Stalingrad and all the rest. Just Stalingrad just sits in my mind when I remember Call of Duty. I don't know why, but it just does. But yeah, I honestly though I have not played a Call of Duty game. I dabbled in Black Ops 3. I wasn't able to get the latest one, the Infinite Warfare, but I heard the campaign was very good. So, well, had some good parts in it, and I did like the whole space plane thing. I thought that was really, really cool. But I'm guessing though, like, Battlefield kind of went World War One and got a ton of people to come and play. So maybe we should go back to what we did best, which was World War Two. So I don't know. Well, let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. If they can, I don't know. I don't know with Call of Duty. It's a little tricky, but if they can give us a really cool World War II experience, I think that would be really big. Like D-Day landings, all the epic battles, on all the sides, not just like British, not just Russian, not just German. American, all of them. That would be really, really cool. So, see what they get up to, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go. Actual in-game footage.
This day have set upon a mighty endeavor.
D-Day.
Souls will be shaken with the violences of war. In this hour of great sacrifice, we shall prevail.
Get your head down and keep moving!
We are all that separates the world from darkness. The enemy is ruthless.
It looks good.
We must not fail.
Duty first. Perez! Bumpy enough for you!
Oh! Damn! Dive bombers. Shit.
How many casualties? We executed the mission. Get me the fuck out of here! How many? We had orders!
Oh!
Get to cover!
Shit!
Lieutenant, tell them what we're all
Oh.
about.
No mission too difficult. No sacrifice too great.
Welcome to the Bloody First. You're a long way from Texas, farm boy.
Bloody first. Interesting. Sledgehammer's turn to have a go.
Pre-order now and get
November
access to
3rd.
a private beta.
Interesting. Interesting. Definitely going back to its roots, isn't it? It's definitely going back to the way, probably about, about 10 years ago, maybe even more. Actually it'd be further back than that, just all the way back to where it used to be, they used to do the World War II stuff. It's got that feel to it. Definitely has the sounds, the carbines going off and the clips coming out. I remember that sound. It's the sound that sticks in your head. Honestly though, like, I'm not a big Call of Duty multiplayer fan. I don't have those twitch reflexes that those freaking Energizer bunnies have. I can't do it. It's just too fast, and I get mowed down. I get mowed down. So, for me, it's like the single player. It's the campaigns and stuff that I look at. And this one looks good. It looks cool. It looks like like I said, going back to its, roots and its, what it used to be. And, definitely looks like it's sticking with the American side. The bloody first and all that. So that's pretty cool. Looks like a lot of different, so it looked like there was like some set piece sort of things, like in the cathedral, when the cathedral was falling down, the guy smashing the guy's head with his helmet. They definitely want to go for the emotion of the war, I guess. They're going for that, the drama and the war, that sort of thing. As long as they pay homage to World War II the way it should, and honor those people, honor the people that went, who fought, I'm fine with that. Like, don't mess with that all too much. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's going back to its roots, back to where it all began, really, for Call of Duty. Just going through it. I mean, the graphics look alright. I mean, I don't think it looks as good as Battlefield 1. I think Battlefield 1's got that beauty to it. Like, DICE they know how to make a beautiful game. They do. They know how to make a beautiful game. I don't think many companies could compete with that. Like, especially in the whole war type thing. But it's definitely got that tints of grey, that the sort of the European front would have, with all, rain and gloomy and all the rest of it. And it's war, so it has that. That Stuka dive bomber scene was really cool. Obviously we're gonna have tanks, all the rest. I would like some vehicles, vehicle combat, tank combat. Heck, I even like a little bit of a plane type thing. I mean, they've gone into a bit of aviation and Infinite Warfare. Why not? Throw a little bit of a little bit of aviation into this one. That'd be pretty cool. By the looks of it, though, it's sticking with the bloody first. Like, they're sticking with a squad in that group, and sort of going through these insane missions. Yeah, like flamethrowers. I hate flamethrowers. I hate the whole burning thing. But yeah, they're definitely getting into all the weapons of World War II. I don't think they're gonna go too crazy though. I don't think they're gonna go too crazy. They're not gonna go, go nuts with it and go, a little bit of alternative history sort of thing. I think they'll stick to, history in that way and what they had. But yeah, just going through it all. It's what we expected, I think. When you think Call of Duty World War II, they gave us what that is. Now, do I think it's going to have that impact that Battlefield 1 had? You know how, like, everyone went nuts, like, oh my god, it's World War 1. Like, we never, thought that. And of course, that's when Call of Duty and Battlefield 1 sort of separated and stopped sort of doing the similar things. They went, one went back in time and one went really forward in time. I don't know. I quite like the future stuff. I do like the future stuff. Like, I like that whole spaceship fleet, the big ship and like the freaking space jets and stuff. That looked really cool. That was I was interested in that. I really was. But I guess they kind of want to like go back to their roots, get the players that were there, sort of from day one in that original thing, get that nostalgia coming back, tap into all that, because there are certain players that will always play a Call of Duty game, like they'll always buy it, that sort of thing, but they kind of want to get the guys, the players that gave up, sort of started passing on Call of Duty, a few years ago. I think they want to pull them back in and get them, back into the fold again. So it's a good way to do it. Sort of try and tap into that nostalgia part, and I think a lot of people are interested in World War II as well. So that pays that helps out a lot too. Yeah, I mean the faces look pretty good. I mean Call of Duty does all right in the whole facial type thing. Like I said, probably not as good as what DICE does, but I think DICE focuses on that a lot more. Where I think Call of Duty probably focuses a little more on like the mechanics and the guns and stuff like that. So fair enough. Yeah, fair enough to that. Yeah, I mean, it's Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty. Going back to its roots, November 3rd. So what's that? That's just before Battlefront 2 comes out. I'm pretty sure Battlefront 2 is the 14th. So again, they're going right after each other. So, you know, when Battlefield 1 came out, we had Battlefield 1 one week, Titanfall 2 the next, and then we had Call of Duty right after that. And I think Battlefield 1 won that battle. Like, out of those three, Battlefield 1's probably still the most played out of all of them. Personally, I moved away from Battlefield 1 pretty early on. I just never clicked with the game all that much. Probably should go back and have a look. I heard the single player is not too bad, but anyway, Call of Duty World War II. It looks good. It's Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty. What else? You know, I think, yeah, you won't know too much really until you see gameplay footage with Call of Duty, because you want to know how the guns handle. You want to know how quick it is. Obviously, you're not going to have the tech help this time. You're not going to have, you know, double jumps and jump packs, you know, jet packs, and you know, all that techie stuff like mechs and all that. You're not going to have that this time. It's going to be like you probably with a rifle, a pistol, grenades, and that's about it. In the melee, because you always gotta have melee. So I don't know. It's gonna be you and that pretty much. I think it's gonna try to strip it back a little bit, not, you know, take away all that tech stuff that they've put in, take it back to what it used to be, and then move forward from there. So it'll be interesting to see if they go back to the future stuff. Like, do they stick around World War II for a little while? Like, do they, you know, this one's focusing in on, you know, the Americans, and then maybe they'll go to the British or the Russians or the German side, or, you know, maybe go to Japan, or, you know, anyone they could just about do. So they could take a few games in World War II. I think they could kill some time here. But it'd be interesting to see if they go back to the, you know, far future stuff with mechs and all the rest of it. Personally, I kind of like mechs, but I'm a, you know, very interested in World War II as well. So it's a bit torn that way, but yeah. So yeah, going back to its roots, you can't fault them for that. It's fair enough. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Remember that sub button's down there, so if you want to hit that sub button, I'd appreciate it. Also, comment, like, dislike, all that stuff's right there. Also, Twitch, I have a Twitch channel, so twitch.tv/TheAverageKiwiGuy. Hit that follow button, then you'll know when we go live. And also, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. You know, Average Kiwi Guy there. Okay? Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.